But I do want to go to this next subject. By my math, at least half a dozen Republican candidates stand to have $30 million each by the time we get to New Hampshire. So with that many, with that much money, who says we even have a Republican nominee by the time we get to the convention? Remember, I'm the money guy. I do math. Anyway, the former Bush Quayle campaign operative Mark Serrano, who says that scenario could be looking more likely. So what do you think of that? That you know, they can stay in this race longer than thought, and given the apportionment of delegates based on performance in a state, we could drag this out without a firm nominee by the time you get to the convention.
That's right. And not only could we will. I predict we will. 2016 will be the most extraordinary race of our lifetime for one main reason, and that's because of super PACs. It is the great equalizer among candidates. Super PACs will make candidates viable for a much longer period of time. So if you look at the calendar, Neil, for 2016, you've got the first caucus on February 2nd in Iowa, and the convention starts July 18th. That's 5.5 months. It's a very compressed time period. If you have similar results from the way you did in 2012, where you have different nominees being picked for each of the early caucuses, there were 3 nominees for the first 4. You had Santorum, then Romney, then Gingrich, then Romney. If that happens again, or any candidate that is a win, place, or show in the first 4 caucuses or primaries, I think are viable, and super PACs will be the fuel to keep them going, maybe for months.
You know, Mark, another theory I have so many that are wacky, but one is that
yes,
the showdown is going to be early on between Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio, and it will be in Florida. And if Marco Rubio wins Florida, Jeb Bush is done. Money or no money. What do you think of that?
I agree. And that showdown has begun. I mean, there's some bad blood between those 2 candidates already. You see Rubio is already subtly retorting Bush, and here we are in May of 2015. I think that absolutely will be, one of the side stories, one of the subplots of this election. And you're right. Florida will be the most remarkable battleground for the GOP nomination that we have ever seen because of those 2 candidates. I agree.
All right. We'll watch closely. Mark, always a pleasure, my friend.
Thanks, Neil.